everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we're going to be discussing a theory I have about Adrien and Marinette and what Chloe might do after the ending of Derision. But before I get into that, as always, I have not read the show Bible or seen any of the leaks, so I don't know for sure what's going to happen. But if you already know, that's fabulous, but I don't want to know. As much as I like speculating about the show, I don't actually want to know until I see it in the show. So if you could please not comment and confirm or deny anything I'm about to say in this video, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you! Oh, thank you!
Although, as well, this video will have spoilers for episodes 1 to 20 of Season 5, so if chronological order besties, you still haven't caught up, I wouldn't watch this video yet, but come on, what are you waiting for? Catch up so we can theorise. So, at the end of Derision, Chloe says this. Yikes, not good. And she also refers to Adrien by this name in Emotion, and also has a wrestling match with Marinette, but that's sadly not relevant to this video, but 100% should be. I'm so sad it's not. Is anyone else up for me writing a WWE-esque Miraculous crossover fanfiction audiofic? No?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
But I do really think Chloe means it this time. We all know she's a bit wishy-washy with her decisions, as she says in Queen Banana.
You're as ridiculous as that film. It's over. You're no longer my Adrikins. You're Adrien nothing.
But then she is all over him in Daddy Agrest in the next episode. But judging by Emotion, she means it now since she repeats the name. And I believe between Derision and Emotion, they've actually only interacted once in Adoration, where Adrien tries to defend Marinette. Although, you do an awful job at it, Adrien. Zoe had to do it. Like, come on, Adrien, this is your girlfriend, my god.
Don't just stand there, do something! Help. Police. Murder.
But either way, Adrien and Chloe have had minimal contact since, which is important since they were childhood besties and were once really close. However, Chloe has now become close to Lila. They formed an alliance in Penalteam to get at Marinette and started executing it in Risk, and they carried on with it this season. There's what happened in the cafeteria scene in Deflagration, where Chloe is putting Marinette down for dating Adrien, saying a baker girl like her shouldn't be with someone like him. In Adoration, the Akuma was used to frame Marinette and get her expelled, and in Revelation, Lila and Chloe got Marinette yeeted as class representative, although I do wish she'd actually done some class rep stuff before she got fired, because after Darkblade I did largely forget about it, I won't lie to you. But anyway, in all these instances they are targeting Marinette, initially due to their joint hatred of her, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing, but it also seems they may be doing it to get at Adrien now too. He's hurt both of them, but due to their own actions. Adrien, quite rightly, could no longer be friends with Chloe after what she did, and Lila isn't much better. I'm in no way blaming Adrien for no longer being friends with either girl. Like, if I was him, I would have run a mile from them in Origins. Like, no, I'd stay away from them. But after what Adrien did at the end of Derision, I think now Chloe and Lila could be going even more for Marinette, because Adrien is quite firmly on Marinette's side, no longer on their side. He's no longer their friend. So I think they're going to try and really separate them, kind of like, if we can't have Adrien, then Marinette can't either, and it seems that both girls hate her even more, and I feel like in some way it's going to be like history repeating itself. So let me explain why I think this. It's been made clear to us in Revelation that there are 2 weeks left of school, and in Derision, during the flashback, there are also 2 weeks left of school. And what happens in Derision with 2 weeks left to go? Soculine is expelled for going against Chloe. I think Lila and Chloe could try the same thing with Marinette. They've tried twice before now. Lila tried in Ladybug, but it didn't work, and Chloe tried in Adoration, but again didn't work. But they were both pretty close calls. Marinette was technically expelled in both instances, didn't last for very long, in Adoration lasting literally for what, 30 seconds? But it still did work to some extent. Will the third time be the charm? Working together, will they succeed and will history repeat itself? Both girls are manipulating everyone, Lila with her lies and Chloe with her father's position, but now they're class representative and the deputy, and have a lot more clout and more leverage at school than before, and Marinette doesn't. The rest of the class, apart from Adrian, see her as a liar because she once liked Adrian. Even Alia says,
Você não gostou dela desde o início porque achou que ela tava afim do Adrian. Beleza, mas isso acabou. Você sabe que o Adrian só tem olhos pra você. Você não precisa mais ter ciúme.
Like, oh my god, Alia, it's not about that. But anyway, I have no doubt that if something happens, like Chloe and Lila tried to do something to, you know, bring Marinette down, hurt her in any way, get her thrown out of school, I have no doubt that Adrian will stand up for her, but I'm also sure Chloe and Lila are going to be armed with so much more fake evidence to make sure what they say is more plausible. Like, I'm going to be glad Adrian and probably Zoe are going to be there for her, but like... I don't think it's going to be enough, sadly. And oh boy, now we have the synopsis for Confrontation. It only gets worse. This bestie explains, thank you very much by the way, that the students fill out forms about their future plans and the class representatives and deputies discuss if it's a good choice for said students depending on their grades with the staff. And as this bestie says, Lila and Chloe have immense power at ruining the lives of their classmates, including, of course, and especially, Marinette. And while apparently it is ultimately up to the staff to decide, not the students, Lila and Chloe, as we all know, can be super manipulative. Particularly since I'm sure Chloe will use her dad as a threat like she usually does, and they might really try to get their own way and get Marinette held back a year or expelled like Soculine. And Soculine isn't going to be there to save the day this time either. I think the only person who can is Sabrina. Like, look at that face at the end of Derision. She has to say something. She was treated horribly in Adoration and she was reluctant in Revelation as well. Sabrina has to say something and come forward about Chloe and Lila in one of the final episodes, and hopefully that will get the rest of the class on side. Like, the Revelation end card communicates what side everyone is on right now, and this has got to change before Chloe and Lila act on how they feel about Marinette, which has been exasperated by Adrian at the end of Derision, and I really think they could try and get Marinette expelled. I would really hope they don't try anything worse than that, but even just getting expelled, it's not going to be good. Like I said, there is a lot of similarity between Marinette and Soculine. Physically, they are both similar in terms of hairstyle and the way they dress, but also the events are the same. In Derision, Soculine was a final year student with 2 weeks left to go. Marinette is now a final year student with 2 weeks left to go. I don't think it's too big of a stretch to think Chloe and Lila will try and do it to Marinette too, when they've already tried before, twice this year with Marinette, and Chloe was successful doing it to Soculine in the previous school year. So that's my theory on what I think Chloe and Lila are going to do. I think like all of the actions are going to come to a head. They keep talking, especially in Revelation during the cafeteria scene, about how much they want to bring Marinette down, and I think Chloe, after the end of Derision, is all the more happy to try and bring her down because she just truly hates Marinette. And honestly, I'm not even really sure why she does hate Marinette. Like, why did she even bully her in the first place? I'm not even confident why she did that in the first place, other than she can, to be honest. But anyway, besties, I'd love to know what you think of my theory. Please keep the comments leak-free, and I'll see you in the next one.